Alright, so we're going to get a little once over here on the Chevy 2. Got a few things I need to fix. But overall, I think she's got some pretty good bones to start with. The tail light isn't set correctly. Should look like that. Fuel cell is pretty tiny. Don't know if I'll increase the size of that just yet or not. Not super high on the list. Doors kind of open and close like shit. But the bushings are shot, so that'll be easy. Needs door panels. Obviously could use a couple pans, it looks like. Front floor pan, both sides. I'm going to remount the seats. Probably put a smaller seat in that side. It's a big boy seat. New headliners ordered. I'm going to put as much of the interior back in this thing as I can. I've got the glove box door in the truck. I'll try to remount those gauges so they don't look quite like that. Maybe a stereo, maybe not. Got a little wiring to clean up down here with the removal of the nitrous. Oh, whole new weather stripping. That's kind of a given. I mean, you don't really need it on a race car, but when this shit's crumbling and falling apart, may as well replace it. So I do plan on driving this on the street a little bit. Obviously, I'll clean up all the floor pans and get them painted and do something different here in the back. Probably carpet all that. I won't be able to put a seat in it, obviously, with the bars being there, but yeah, just wanted to get a good, documented kind of first look at this thing. It's amazing how nice these cars can be, and sometimes the execution just isn't there. It's built for a purpose, and sometimes those purposes aren't always the same. But yeah, I'll get that all cleaned up and painted, looking nice. Like I said, doors close like shit. Not much to do under the hood. A little tidying up, things to get rid of. Got to figure out the timing situation. Apparently cutting the nitrous controller out affected the timing. Haven't thrown a light on it yet, but I'll figure that out. Maybe a little front suspension work. Got a set of double adjustables I'll most likely put on it. Man, some of those welds are just not what I want them to be. Ugh. This car was mainly MIG together, it looks like. There's a few places where they TIG welded on it, but the bulk of it is all MIG welded mild steel, so we'll get some of that corrected. A couple things I don't like is where the bars tie into the floor. They're just like plated to the side of the rail. This should have a 6-inch plate on this solid floor pan to tie to, so that'll get redone. I'll cut those loose, fix the floors, plate it, redo the tie downs. The shifter bracket's nice. Tranny tunnel's kind of, I mean, it'll work. It'll get the job done, but we'll see. If the new pans come with part of the tunnel, I'll probably just use the floor pan material and get rid of that thing. But yeah, I like that it has the dash. Tack could use a little work. The way it's set in there, and this seat is way the hell too far back and low. So that won't be hard to fix. That little guy right there will be one of the first things I fix. The seat brace is some half-ass square tube, kind of sort of welded to the bar. It looks like they Maybe started with a MIG and then burn it down with a TIG. But yeah, that's trash. I'll fix that with a molly tube and a clamp-on brace like I do on all my setups. That should never happen. Bolting them down to the floor, that's dog shit. Tie them to right here. Just wrap around the bar and pull it back through the buckle. Don't do that shit down there. So yeah, we'll get her fixed. It'll be a little bit of work, but yeah, then I get to dive into what I don't like in the chassis, but there's a few things under there I'll fix. Drive shaft loop on the front's shitty. Spacers on the rear wheels because the backspace isn't right. Just, yeah. Some rear window trim. Overall, kind of looking forward to it though. I've always wanted a Chevy too. Now I got one. She's fairly straight. Decent. It's a good start.